Good morning. It's Marsha with Junkinet Designs. I'm coming to you early this morning because I learned the hard way yesterday. If I wait till the afternoon to try to film, it doesn't go well in this house. So I've had my coffee and now I'm going to share a couple more journals with you. The first one I'm going to share I've entitled Notes. She's 4.5 inches wide by 5.5 inches tall. She has a 2-inch spine with 4 signatures and 160 pages. That's single-sided. So she's quite a little chunky thing. I have eyelets with double ribbon enclosure, which as always can be completely interchanged at your discretion. The metal corners on all four of the book corners on this book make her very sturdy. The cover fabric was actually a tablecloth that I bought from Target to do a reupholstered job on a seat cushion with a chair I was refinishing, and I loved how it came out. And I had plenty of fabric left over, and I really love this as a journal cover. I don't know if you can tell on camera, it has a linen look to it, and it's very durable and I think very pretty and great for coming into the fall season with these colors. The front cover is an embossed cardstock, and it's been sealed so that it's very durable. Sadly, I double checked several times, but the last time I didn't double check, I got my birds upside down, but I'm just going to have to live with that. I think it's still beautiful, and you could cover that with a book plate and you would never notice. I did do a hidden stitching, so there's no threads showing on the outside or on the inside of these, or no, you can only just see the threads but not the knots. No hanging loose threads, that's the word I'm looking for. And so I really love the neat look that gives this book. I also included little book jewelry, little dangles off of each of the tabs of the 4 sections, and I really thought those turned out super sweet. And that was the technique that I learned from Mrs. Cog, and I'll link her video below in my other video where I talked about struggling with these eyelids. And so speaking of that, somehow when I was struggling with putting these eyelets on, I managed to punch a hole through several of the pages in this first signature with my Crop-A-Dile. I don't quite know how I managed that, but I did. I took this opportunity to make lemonade though, and so I thought I'll cover up those little holes with some little journal prompts. So I stamped out some words on a little paper, cut it out, and glued it on, and so you can see the hole in the back. But I just thought, well, this will kind of give someone an idea, if they're not used to these types of journal, how you can possibly use that. Use them, like a jump start anyway. So I thought it turned out pretty cute. I kind of like that. If it were my journal, I think I would actually like these little prompts. I think they would be helpful. So I think that worked out pretty well. In the first pocket here, I did want to show you this journal tag that I collaged. On the back is plain copy paper, but on the front, these are some little washi stickers that I got from like AliExpress. I think they're the coolest things, so I love how that looks too. I did include a couple of scripture cards. This is on a coffee-dyed index card, and I just referenced Psalm 23. I didn't write it out because I think there's just great benefit in you writing out scriptures. It solidifies it for you really well, and on the back you can reflect on that. I love this psalm. It's universal when you're kind of feeling anxious or afraid. It's a good one to know and to memorize. I think the same thing about Psalm 91 is another sweet psalm to meditate on, to pray over, and to think of. And this time, our bird's upright. And now, if you're not a person who cares about scriptures, those aren't attached in any way, and you're not obligated to that. But that's my sharing. So my friend Abby is one of the ladies who encouraged me, and this journal just makes me think of her so much because of all these bird images that are coming up in this Tim Holtz paper. I cut them out in such a way that the birds were really prominent, a prominent theme in the covers here. Little bird peeking out there. I think there's another really cute one here, looking upside down, peeping at you. And Abby is just such a sweet lady. She's spends a lot of time encouraging other women and promoting other women and just caring for them. And Abby, if this journal is something that you would like, let me know, and I'll hold off from putting this one in my Etsy shop until I hear from you, because if you'd like it, I'd like to give it to you. So just reach out and let me know. Okay? There's some other pages in here in addition to the coffee dyed papers and ledger papers and book papers that I stenciled on, so that I think the idea of the junk journal is that you just have a lot of jumping off points for things to, backgrounds to get you started creatively, so you're not just faced with a white blank canvas, because sometimes that just makes you feel like, or it does for me in the past when I've been trying to paint a canvas, if it's just blank and it's white and you have nothing to jump off to stimulate you, it can be a little daunting. So I really love this journal. I've got lots of little cards and tucks in it, and different types of paper and different patterns. There are a few completely blank pages, but there's so many that are not. Even a little sweet recipe card, a little altered paper clip. It's not heavily embellished, as just seems to be really kind of the way I'm going with my journal making, because I think the point of a journal is for you to make it your own. It's for you to put in your words, your pictures, your clippings, your things that are going to make this something special, that when you look at it, reflects you, not the person who made it. I just wanted to give you a jumping off point. I really love this book. If Abby doesn't take it, I might keep it for myself. I don't know. I'll keep you updated. Let me know, Abby. The second journal I want to share with you today, I entitled Grateful. Now, the word that I think about, because when I was doing this, I thought, well, this would be, I thought this would be a good thing to make a gratitude journal with. I know this time of year those come around a lot. People talk a lot about that. And I was trying to think of a word to stamp, and I thought that was a good word to use for this book. But when I look at this book, every time I look at this book, I just think, oh, it's so sweet. So I guess being grateful is sweet, isn't it? There's a cute little dangle charm that I put on the front. This fabric tie is sewed down, so it's not going anywhere, and it's quite sturdy. Even though it's got the little frayed edges, they're sewed down so they're not going any further. Kind of a shabby chic little looking journal here, with this ruffled edge on the front. I just love it. So it is a 1 1/4 inch spine. It is 4 1/2 inches wide by 6 1/2 inches tall. This only has 2 signatures in it. I had 3 prepared, but they got so fat. My signatures get fat really fast for me, so the other one I couldn't put in. When you open this up, it has a book plate in this one, a little floral die cut stuck in the one pocket, and then a little cut down library card to fit in the other. This would make a great way to identify the book as your own, or as a gift note if you chose to buy this as a gift. This little Face the Day was a makeup tag that I thought, oh, that's perfect. It matches the colors in there. And so I backed it with some coffee dye paper so you could write on that as well. Some embossed papers for the covers of the journals. I reinforced the back of them because these papers were a little thin, so I reinforced it here so that it wouldn't rip. There's some little ticket ephemera attached with the paperclip fabric embellishment. Little child's book page, child's writing page. Some of the usual suspects, but this book has a lot of fabric ruffles in it. And there is a couple of fabric pockets. This little card was from Artsology, a printout I made from her. She has some really nice printables also. Another, I think I talked about her in my other one. I can't remember. I've had to film a couple times because of interruptions. So if I haven't mentioned her before, this is Tsunami Rose. She has a lot of great printables. I love her rose designs and her scriptures. And I backed that with coffee paper. This coffee paper has this great pattern on it. Gail Agostinelli. Sorry about that, Gail. shared on her videos, on her coffee dyeing paper, this metallic metal grill pan. And I happened to be in Goodwill and saw some for sale in Goodwill, and I snatched one up. And sure enough, it gives a great little pattern to the back of my coffee paper. So this was a playing card deck that I got. There's 2 designs, and this is one of them. And I backed that with some ledger paper. So those are in this little sweet fabric pocket. Some fabric trim, another journaling card, more trim, a little belly band with a mini envelope stuck in, another little mini belly band with a little card stuck in there, another paper clip. This is a flip so you can journal and keep it secret, keep it more private. So when you open your journal, people can't immediately see it. Some more tickets, some more trims, some more fabric trims, and at the very back there is another fabric pocket. And these fabric pockets are really durable. This cover, because of the felt, it doesn't shred, and it's on cardstock. And then this is, you could put quite a load in here if you wanted to, and you can make this as fat as you want to with these fabric closures. I really love this. I think this is sweet. It might be suited to a younger girl, but I really love it. It is the quintessential sweet, shabby chic, and I think that would make a beautiful little gift for someone. So thanks for watching. Sorry my throat is a little bit froggy this morning. As I said, it's pretty early, and thanks to all my friends who gave me such kind words this week. It meant a lot. I'll share more about that in another video. Thanks.